How good is this, my gorgeous Pisceans? How good is this? It's all about an important breakthrough moment that you are going to have on the 25th of September 2020. It's not only about the breakthrough moment, it's huge annoying problem, an issue is slowly coming to an end, and this particular issue, affected you in so many different ways. Affected your planning, it affected your optimism, and it affected ultimately your energy. And once your energy is affected, you're just kind of finding it quite difficult, to find your place or space around yourself, purely because of the vibration is not just right. And this is from your own reflection indeed. And it happens, when certain things are slowly coming to an end, when we are in the process, and now we are slowly getting to the end of this year. It's September, and now as we are going closer each month towards the end of the year 2020, things are going to become more intense, things are going to become more powerful, things are going to become more significant. Those things that you need to pay attention to, in particular when it comes to an end, when it comes to an end of a cycle, but also at the same time when there is an end of the cycle, then karmically and spiritually things are coming to an end. So those problems and those issues that have been bothering you, now they're just going to start feeling so much different. They're going to be different purely because it is all about the actual realization that you are going to have, which is at the same time going to bring you the necessary balance, but it's also going to inspire you, it's going to rejuvenate you. And also I have to say, this is all about the new cycle that is most certainly going to begin for you on the 25th of September. And this is why this is going to be so important, because it's just, you have to remember that you need to come across, you're going to come across the situation where someone is going to really kind of have such a confusing influence and confusing impact on you when it comes to you making a certain decision, because there will be quite important decision that you will make in between the 25th of September and the end of that month. But I have to say that at the same time, something confusing is going to happen where you're still going to think I'm not too sure. There are certain uncertainties that are going to become quite strong at that moment in time as well. And this in itself is going to be like a blessing at the same time, purely because you need to realize that all you need to do is you need to step out of your comfort zone. Remember, it's the new cycle which is going to begin. On another hand, you need to remember to step out of your comfort zone, because your hard work is about to pay off. And this is why this is going to be so important, because at the same time you need to remember to hold your vision, because at the very first few days of this month are also going to be playing an important impact when it comes to this. The very first few days of September are going to inspire you, and there will be the vision that you will have, an important vision, whether this is going to be to your dreams, or whether you're going to just wake up in the morning and you're going to open your eyes when you're connected to all sorts of different things, situations and deep dimensions. It depends how this is going to happen, but the certain vision that you will have at the beginning of September, in the very first few days, are going to be playing an important role in this moment when you get a little bit confused, a little bit uncertain on the 25th of September onwards. But most importantly, you just need to remember to hold your vision, because there is an important answer that you're actually going to get. But also on another hand, what you're going to start, something so important, something so significant with this breakthrough that you are going to have on the 25th of September. It's remarkable because at the same time you're going to start something new. You're going to begin the new project. You're going to begin the new option, and it's going to feel absolutely wonderful, because on one hand you're going to feel so proud of yourself. On another hand, it's something that you needed so much, these changes, but you need to remember to trust yourself. You see this? You need to remember to trust yourself. It's an important time now more than than ever. And if you do get confused, if you do get distracted, as I've already said, just remember that you need to hold the vision about yourself, the vision about your present time, the vision about your future. It is all going to balance itself out. It's about an important potential. You see here, it's an important potential, and you need to pay attention to this because it's going to be remarkable, it's going to be life-changing, and most certainly it's the time of the actual illumination. You see here is the illumination, which means that you're going to do so well. Your energy is going to be very strong, and you are going to surprise yourself in the best possible way. And this moment when you surprise yourself, it's also going to bring you an important realization that you're going to need to take a risk. You're going to need to take a risk, or any risk that actually comes throughout September, just go for it. But in particular at the end of September, from the 25th onwards, it's all about taking this important risk, because this is going to show your own potential, but it's also going to be pretty much so about going forward. It's all about going forward, my gorgeous Piscelinis. And you know what? It's not only about the end of September, but this whole month, it's going to literally change your life. And what you need to do throughout the actual September, just be as open-minded as you possibly can. Throw yourselves in all sorts of opportunities, because it is going to be so many surprises that you will go through. But also at the same time, you're going to find out certain things about yourself that are going to help you to connect and reconnect with your past. But most importantly, it's the actual fact and insight that you are going to have through your past, which is going to confirm something to you. And not only that, but it's going to bring you a very, very important and rather necessary insight, and you will know how to deal with a certain situation and problem. And that after that moment onwards, it's all about the new plan. It's all about the new beginning, which is going to enhance your strength in so many different ways indeed. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Piscelinis, and it's for September 2020. So it's for you, my gorgeous Piscelinis, and it's for September 2020. And I have to say, when it comes to the actual number and when it comes to the actual numerology, your number is 69. This is a very powerful number indeed, because it's before the big number, which is 70, which is on another hand very spiritual and very powerful, which means that this month is going to be super crucial. Whatever you do, it's going to reflect on you in October. So the more you do, so September, it's going to have a direct connection with October, and it's going to be very powerful. The more you do in September, the more and better outcome you are going to have in October. The more new beginnings you have in September, the more outcome you're going to have in October. The more daring you are in September, the wonderful time you are going to have in October. This is a really beautiful moment in time, and it's again a blessing. It's a spiritual chain reaction, which is again giving you an extra time in order to reevaluate your situation, and in order to make decisions, and in order to have a slightly longer time in order to move on with your life, in particular when it comes to going forward. Number 79 means that you're reaching a very important stage, and also an idea which is going to be mind-blowing. It's going to be life-changing. There is something that is going to be quite unusual and bizarre and strange and mysterious about that idea. Perhaps you're still going to need to prove yourself with certain stages. Indeed, not to yourself only, but maybe to people around you. But however, it's going to be right, it's going to be brilliant, and most certainly you're going to have an important beginning, an important start, which is also going to have an absolutely remarkable outcome in March 2021. In fact, March 2021 is directly connected to everything that's happening now. You're going to be surprised. It's going to be mind-blowing, and that's why I'm saying it's remarkable time when it comes to throwing yourself in the water. As I said before, my gorgeous Piscelinis, if you don't jump in the water, you will never learn how to swim, and you need to do this. You need to jump in the water, and you will will be swimming like a little Pisces swims. Indeed, it's powerful time of adventure, but also very, very daring. You know, as daring you are, the more success you're actually going to have from it. So it's a time of testing. On another hand, you know, it's an important stage when it comes to your success and material attainment. You're going to have a very good news when it comes to your own security, in particular when it comes to things that you were worrying about. The bottom line is you're going to find yourself on an advanced stage, in particular when it comes to abundance and also when it comes to well-being and good health. You know, rather powerful time. So for those of you that have been kind of suffering from long ailments that you didn't see, so now most certainly this is going to be really great and you will be able to see the difference. But on another hand, please, my babies, do this. Try to reconnect with the nature. Try to go outside. Try to be by the water if you possibly can. It's very spiritual and brings in us so much, you know. And also try to meditate and try to ground yourself as much as you can by maybe touching the ground a little bit and just exchanging this energy with the ground itself, or hug the tree and try to exchange this energy like this as well. It's going to influence you. It's going to have a wonderful influence and impact on you, but also every time you do this, every time you meditate, every time you ground yourself, there is something very specific that is going to come towards you. Very specific message will travel towards you, which is just going to surprise you to start with, but it's also going to be very, very relevant when it comes to the certain issue, how to go around it, and most importantly, to have the actual answer. So it's a very personal to your specific situation, but throughout the grounding, meditating and exchanging the energy within yourself with the nature, you're going to achieve so much. On another hand, a big victory for you this month. So if you need to kind of apply for the jobs, if you're looking for the jobs, go for it, my gorgeous Pisces, because you are going to be protected, you are going to be guided. You know, it's a fantastic, really. But on another hand, it's just basically, it's about if you're looking for the job, if you want a promotion, if you're retired, this is also a great time to focus on things that you want to do. Focus on things that make you happy and be as creative as you possibly can, because by being creative, you create this wonderful and very powerful and very significant energy, which only reflect on you in the best possible way and make things happen for you much quicker, much sooner, but also little surprises will follow along the way. And also, do you know what I like it? Because it's very big, annoying difficulties slowly coming to an end that was affecting your stability, and this was going on and this was significant for the last 9 months. So this is slowly coming to an end, and it's to do with a certain wish, you know, it's to do with a certain direction, it's to do with a certain beginning that you couldn't go towards because this was slowing you down and preventing you to move on. It's about the actual important time of the actual security, but most importantly is to do with some kind of departure. You know, certain departure is going to be very significant here. It's to do with the journey that you're actually going to make this month, or you're going to talk about it. It's going to be just as significant as soon as you kind of direct your energy towards it. And also on another hand, it's going to require it's going to be connected to an advancement into the unknown, but first of all it's going to need a little bit of alteration. And this is why when I said that a certain journey is going to be very significant when it comes to this, and number 14 is the actual time span. If you're wondering about the time, if you're wondering how long it's going to take, number 14 is the actual answer to the actual time span. It's so important because it is just about the new alliances that are going to be connected to this situation, but also very rather favorable expectation with a hopeful outlook. You know, this is an important time because it's also going to be connected to the actual return of an old friend. It's to do with a reunion, with a very special reunion, with a very powerful reunion, with somebody who is meant to be in your life. And also that person is going to bring you very powerful, very significant and very sacred message. And that sacred message that you are going to have, it's going to help you so much when it comes to your own focus, perspective, and also most importantly transformation, my gorgeous Pisces, because this is exactly what you're going through. You're going through transformation. You will be surprised quite 3 times. You're going to be surprised this month the way you're going to feel in compare to some other things, and in compare how you've actually felt before. So this is nothing unusual. This is all part of this sacred process that you will be going through. Just remember, your devotion is going to be very important, and you staying devoted to things that you're devoted to, in particular when it comes to the specific goal. The certain specific goal that you've had so far have brought you a little bit of confusion, a little bit of uncertainty in the last few months. Oh, am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? Am I on the right journey? Yes, baby, you are. That devotion is going to be confirmed to you so much. And not only that, but it's also going to bring you a wonderful tranquility. It's going to bring you a wonderful peace, and it's also going to be connected to the fruits of labor indeed, and rest after strife. You know, this is going to be so important because it's again connected to the certain union, and it's connected to the certain response. I really like it. Just remember, think of problems as opportunities for change. Think of problems as opportunities for change, especially in September. This month, you know, the problems are almost going to be sacred at this moment in time, because every single problem, my gorgeous Pisces, it's going to be an opportunity for change, like a little cloud for change. It's sacred, it's deep, and it's just kind of pointing itself out at the right moment in time. Remember, we only have a few months left until the end of this year, and this is why things are going to be so intense at this moment in time. When it comes to your health, my gorgeous Pisces, it's very important to take something like against stress, because a little bit of stress levels I can see a little bit higher, because a lot is going to be going on, and it's going to surprise you. And this is normally the way we respond to things around us, in particular when they surprise us. But then again, it's draining our energy in a certain way, because we are connected to the actual unknown situation. So natural dose of B vitamins is going to be remarkable, because it's going to help you with your stress. So natural dose of B vitamins, and also you're going to have problems with your stomach and with your digestion a little bit. So this is a double whammy with B vitamins, because they are going to help to your entire digestive system. At the same time, drink some chamomile tea and get some organic aloe vera juice as well for your stomach, because it's full of vitamins and minerals that are absolutely wonderful when it comes to stomach soothing indeed. On another hand, make sure that you are taking still organic acerola cherry powder, 1 little teaspoon in the morning. Mix it up and drink it. Organic acerola cherry powder, it's a natural source, natural form of vitamin C, without any rubbish, without any ingredients added like chemicals and things like that. It's purely natural vitamin C. Very high in it, in other vitamins as well, but vitamin C is ridiculously high in organic acerola cherry powder. So for your immune system, get organic acerola cherry powder every morning with a natural zinc and natural vitamin D, and this is going to boost your immune system so much. On another hand, try to avoid like a fluoride toothpaste and fluoride mouthwash. Try to get a mouthwash and toothpaste without fluoride, something like on the basis of aloe vera and tea tree for both mouthwash and the actual toothpaste. And this is going to be very beneficial and gentle for your mouth, because your gums are going to be quite sensitive as well a little bit, and the zinc and vitamin C are going to be beneficial for your gum healing at the same time. Also, if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor. You just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. Something that I highly recommend you to get, my gorgeous Pisces, of course it would be black onyx. Look at this baby. This is like almost perfect crystal for you, because you're very deep, you're very powerful, you're very mysterious. Sometimes you can be sensitive, but just like every other sign, of course. But I just think that this is a perfect little crystal for you for September and October, because on one hand, you know, a lot is going to be happening, lots of decisions you're going to be making, and this is not only giving you courage, It's not only pointing you towards the right things and the right answers, but it's also at the same time great when it comes to making important decisions. So it's going to protect you against all sorts of negative energy, negative situations, negative people. But on another hand, it's absolutely super powerful when it comes to making important decisions. My gorgeous Pisces, this is for September and October for you, most certainly. Very important. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver gorgeous chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. And by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, I have to say. Okay, so now my gorgeous Pisces, now basically I'm just going to see what is going to happen on the 1st of September. Now, this is when the magic starts, and this is what I was going to say. And now when we are on the 1st of September, I highly recommend you to try to smudge your home as well, a couple of times this month and also a couple of times in October. It will be very significant for you to do so, because you will be able to get rid of the negative energies in your environment. But also it will help you so much with your own balance, because you will cleanse yourself as well at the same time. This is a dry sage stick. It's absolutely massive, and you can also get this from my store, and the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel, my gorgeous Pisces. The very 1st of September is like pam pam pam, bye pa 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 Pisces, bye pa 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 Pisces, bye pa 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 bye pa 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 bye pa 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 bye bye pa 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 Pisces, bye pa 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 Pisces, bye pa 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 bye pa 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 bye pa 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 bye bye pa 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 Pisces, bye pa 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 Pisces, bye pa 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 bye pa 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 bye pa 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 bye bye pa 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 Pisces, bye pa 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 Pisces, bye pa 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 bye pa 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 bye pa 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 bye. You're gonna like this, my gorgeous Pisces, because the 1st of September is also something to remember. The 1st of September, it's going to bring you the situation and the outcome to remember. Things are going to seem like completely different. Things are going to seem much lighter. Things are not going to seem as heavy, in particular when it comes to you focusing on things that have been draining your energy so far. This is nothing unusual. The 1st of September, you can also see like the whole brand new door which are going to open for you, and you will walk through them. This is when I'm talking about the blessings. This is when I'm talking about the sacred time. This is when I'm talking about the chain reaction. You need to be as positive as you can. You need to be as optimistic as you can. You will surprise yourself. You know, I said this many times. Just remember, you're walking through the whole new door at the beginning of September. So at the same time, you will be finding out lots of things about yourself that will surprise you. And this is nothing unusual. But most importantly, be as active as you can. Be as creative as you can, because that way you will enhance your energy, enhance your power, and it's also going to bring other things towards you with your own reflection, through your own reflection. The 1st of September, it's going to bring you an important time, you know, when it comes to your own personal thriving, but also this is the time, this is the beginning, my gorgeous Pisces, the beginning of transition, the beginning of change, the beginning of like focusing on those things that are making you feel negative, those things that are making you feel bored, because they slowly came to an end. So it's to do with realization, power, strength, abandonment, but also at the same time, it's the time. Wait, my Coco is asking to come in. Come. Same time, you see, my baby wants to come in with daddy. It's at the same time. Oh, I've put the cards here on your chair, sorry. At the same time, yeah, this is the beginning of transformation, and it's also to do with the sacrifice, readjustment, regeneration, and rebirth. You will know, my babies, what you need to change. You will know what you need to sacrifice. It's sacred time, but it's also going to require from you to focus on it, and this is going to bring a perspective that is going to be very powerful, very strong, and very heavy in many different ways, but powerful, and it's going to be very courageous when it comes to you. So you will need to see what do you need to kind of change, and that in itself is going to be so important, because it's going to help you to avoid a certain conflicting influence, and you will know what I mean. And on another hand, it's also going to be brilliant when it comes to hope, faith, and inspiration, bright prospects, you know, optimism. It's brilliant because it's also going to bring a remarkable satisfaction, pleasure, and happiness. In the first week of September, pay attention to the signs. sign. Pay attention to the sign, and the sign that you're going to have, the omen that you're going to have. Of course you're going to have the omen. It's going to come in the form of a little animal. It could be cat, dog, wolf, you know. It could be like a bird, it could be like a coyote, it could be a wolf, it could be like a bear, it could be a raccoon, it could be like any animal really. But it's important for you to realize that this is your omen, this is your sign, and you will know that this is the time not only to thrive, and this is also going to be the time very soon after there is going to be an option and opportunity that you're going to have, and you will know that this is your option and opportunity because at the time when it arises you're still going to be uncertain, and then you're just going to remember, oh God, yeah, I've seen my little animal, I've seen my little omen, and there is something going to be unusual and different about that animal, that omen. So you will know this is your sign because it will sharing the same dimension. Okay, and also, you know, the 1st of September, it's all about the return of creativity. You know, it's the beginning of something very important, but also it's to do with the actual gain and the beginning of a meaningful experience, which is most certainly going to become rather adventurous for you, because there is something that is going to come through this that you realize how much you were actually missing doing this in your life. So this is just the beginning, my gorgeous Pisces, indeed. The second date is, before I go to this, also highly recommend you to get something like a Labradorite. Look at this gorgeous baby, and it also, in particular, when it comes to meditation, when it comes to grounding, when it comes to making decisions, you know, this is something that you're gonna benefit from because it's going to help you to focus in a very special and very specific and a very gentle way. At the same time, it's going to help you to stretch your mind very deeply and to understand things around you and to catch up with those things that you wouldn't normally notice. You know, it's like a hermit mode that you're able to find things out about and know exactly what to do. It's like, just like when we have a hermit moment, we are so wise at that time, you know. And this is what the Labradorite does. I would highly recommend you to get this as well for September and October, and have it next to your bed, or have it like next to your working area, or have it around you wherever you spend the most of the time in a day. This gorgeous Labradorite you can also get on my website, and the link is in the description below. And by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel, my gorgeous Pisces, indeed. The second important date is the 19th of September. 19th of September is going to bring you a gorgeous hermit moment. Now, I just spoke about hermit moment, and you know it's about your personal expansion. It's about your personal understanding. It's about being very deep, very spiritual, but also like being able to benefit from this energy and understand things from a completely different level, from a completely different angle. This is what the hermit mode is doing, because it's helping you to self-illuminate yourself. So you may feel a little bit strange, a little bit different, a little bit unusual, a little bit mysterious on the 19th of September, but it's brilliant because this is the time of your own self-illumination. And on another hand, you know, something is going to come through. You know, what are you in self-denial about? What is bothering you? What is keep on being on your mind? What doesn't work for you anymore? What you no longer want? What you no longer need in your life? It's time to get rid of it, baby. It's time to cut out of your life and just to move on. It's important. This is what the hermit moment is going to reveal to you. What you are in self-denial, baby, get rid of it. Move on from it, and don't let this to drain your energy anymore, because now that was causing you lots of like delays, lack of motivation, chaos and confusion, and now it's going to have a spiritual flip-flop moment, and it's going to bring you inspiration and potential. You just need to remember, keep on being responsible and keep on being creative. This is so important. Keep on being responsible and keep on being creative. Just remember these words. On another hand, the 19th of September, this hermit moment, the dark side of the hermit moment, it's going to reveal also that there is some little bastard that you need to be careful about. Somebody who's like using people, and somebody who's like a not really nice person, somebody who's very miserable, somebody who has got very low vibration and low energy, and that person is going to kind of become the part of your mind on the 19th and the 20th of September. So just be a little bit careful, because it's going to help you to understand certain issues, understand certain problems from a different angle, but also it's going to be quite beneficial for you because you're going to be able to go over the certain obstacles. So this is again a little bit of blessing expressing in kind of like this little warning that you're going to have. And in particular, if someone is trying to kind of ask you something to do, or if you need to sign something, if you need to negotiate something really important, you know, you will know which person to kind of be careful about and move away from. The third important date is the 27th of September. Now, the 27th of September is just like so good. I can see a big, massive smile on your face, my gorgeous Pisces, and I'm so happy for you. You're going to feel about the justice. You're going to hear about the justice. Good news about the justice. This is so good, and it's part of the really big picture. Something that you were affected by, but most certainly it's about to bring you an amazing balance, proper balance, a harmony, and an absolutely mind-blowing reward at the same time. Just watch for the actual self-satisfaction that you are going to feel, because at the time when you feel really great self-satisfaction, it's good, it's very positive, very optimistic. At that time, you're also going to get an absolutely mind-blowing, life-changing advice. And this advice you will remember in March 2021. Just pay attention, my gorgeous Pisces, because now I'm talking about that sacred chain reaction again. And also 27th of September, it's going to bring you an amazing time when it comes to perfection, when it comes to recognition. An absolutely mind-blowing recognition is going to happen, and it's going to bring you so much honor. You're going to feel so proud of yourself, your decisions, and the path that you are going to be taking, because this is also connected to the new path at the same time as the reward from before. Really nice balance, but it's to do with your fulfillment, it's to do with your capability, and also an important reward from hard work, success, and admiration from others. Even more importantly, it's to do with the time when you felt a little bit of sorrow, disappointment, a little bit of negativity, some kind of devilish person was involved over the last 9 months. When it comes to this situation, they had a certain impact that brought the energy down, but now most certainly you will know that you are in for the ultimate change, and that in itself is going to be remarkable, because for once it's going to bring you control over situations, strength, courage there where you need it, energy, determination, confidence. It's all coming from this absolutely wonderful accomplishment that you are going to have that previously caused so much weakness in your life. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Pisces, I'm just going to see what is going to happen in the first week of September. It's about the indecisive moment. You are going to have an indecisive moment, you know, and at the time when you're indecisive, somebody is going to try to have a little bit of conflict. Please, babies, understand, don't have any conflict. If somebody is trying to have a conflict, or if somebody's winding you up, just remember, you do not go low, you do not go down, don't go down towards that vibration, you just go up, you just go higher. You will have the wings of an angel, you can fly really nicely above it, and this is how you deal with this situation. So this would be something so significant for you to do, and this is what your job is, really spiritually, beautifully. And if it happens at the beginning, if somebody does want to have like a little bit of conflict, just try to remember, rise above the situation. Your job is to do everything you possibly can in order to come out on the other side without any argument or negativity. And you will see what a beautiful reward at the end of the month you're actually going to have for this. There are two important choices you will have and you will be able to make, especially when it comes to things that you are focusing on and things when it comes to your current life right now. You just need to remember that, you know, you will still kind of have a little bit of worry about a certain loss and about the financial situation, but that in itself is going to be wonderful and brilliant, because it's going to create that green light that is going to push you through. By the time we get to the mid part of September, it's about being indecisive, but because of that situation about worrying, this will actually put you on the right path, on the right journey, because very soon after, it's either going to come through your dream, or either the very first thing in the morning you will know, you will have the answer, confirmation what to do. In particular, when it comes to the indecisive situation, you will make an important decision, you know. Before you had a fear of the unknown, but now, my babies, the spiritual flip-flop is just going to enhance your power, and it's going to help you to realize things about your future planning, which is exactly what is going to happen. An amazing moment when it comes to future planning, my gorgeous Pisces. It's going to be huge, and you will grow at this moment in time so much, because it's to do with your security and power and being assertive. You will just be assertive, and this is going to bring you another energy that is going to rejuvenate you at the same time. The last part of September, my gorgeous Piscelini, you will just know this is how you're going to feel. Oh, thank God, the worst is over. This is exactly how you're going to feel. And you will know what I mean. The worst is over because it's to do with emotions, it's to do with the feelings, it's to do with the uncertainties that have been following you, you know, from the beginning of this year, 2020, and you're not the only one. So now things are going to start looking really beautiful and really nice for you, you know. And also at the same time, you know, you will feel very creative, and that creativity, it's also going to basically make you realize, you know, about a certain dissatisfaction, you know. Certain dissatisfaction is going to come to the surface, and you will know, in order to go over, in order to win, in order to do something about it, you're going to need to become the part of the competition. It is very important for you to find this quite exciting, because it's going to do so well for you. Any competition that you might have, any challenging situation that you might have when it comes to your personal expansion at the end of September, it's going to bring you so much. Just remember, stay committed to the task at hand, because there is a very important apprenticeship moment going to take place, which means the last part of September is significant when it comes to looking for work. It's significant when it comes to your apprenticeship. It's significant when it comes to your promotion. It's significant when it comes to you taking care of your life, by taking your life on the next stage. So this is why any challenging situation or competition is going to be fantastic, because there is going to be a very positive and very powerful outcome out of that situation. And it's not only that, but you're going to learn something so specific and so powerful about yourself. You know, the end of September, it's not only going to bring you an important completion when it comes to your spiritual journey, an important sign, an important realization, an important success, but also at the same time, the brand new beginning is going to take place. Just wait for an amazing opportunity which is going to take place at the end of September. It's going to seem like something really tiny, but then it's going to become absolutely huge, enormous, literally life-changing later on. Just watch this space, my gorgeous Piscelinis, and just trust yourself, because you're incredible. You are amazing. You possess an incredible power. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Piscelinis, I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what is going to happen with those of you in relationship. You see, for those of you in relationship, when it comes to the actual September, ooh la la, look at this. You need to be quite careful a little bit, because it is just a certain problem is going to come up, and when that problem comes up in September in between you two, you need to deal with it now. Don't wait for October, don't wait for November, don't wait for December, because the energy is going to be absolutely different, and this is carrying some kind of heavy karma as well at the same time. So and it's carrying heavy karma from before. So something unresolved in between you is going to pop up this month for the couples, and you're going to need to deal with this, because if you don't deal with it this month, you can do it nicely, you can do it friendly, you can do it in a positive way. You know, it's important because it's going to come to an end, the problem, but also it's just going to be significant for your both development, you know, because if you leave it and don't deal with it, then it's going to reflect on you, it's going to bounce back at you. Exactly the same thing, you see, it's going to keep your hands back tied down. So it's important to deal with an issue, and this is something from before. And just one more card. Yeah, you see, look, indecisive. It's amazing. You're not going to be able to move on until you deal with this particular issue. So see what the problem is, and then you are going to be able to benefit from the new plan. Okay? Sorry. So now I'm just going to see what is going to happen with those of you who are single and ready to mingy. My gorgeous Piscelinis, you see Temperance. No, it is going to be the situation where you're going to be part of. It's a lot to do with you finding yourself. This is not about finding the love of your life. This is not about finding stranger in the night. No, baby, no. But this is most importantly about you finding yourself spiritually. This month is going to be remarkable when it comes to you coming to the actual truth to yourself, finding out important deep spiritual things about yourself. That in itself is also going to be directly responsible for the new path which is going to become obvious for you. That new path that is going to become obvious when it comes to your essence, when it comes to your spirituality, it's also going to be containing new people, new situation, a new dimension, a new energy. That is going to be directly responsible for somebody very special who is about to walk into your life, but it's not going to happen this month, but this month is going to be directly responsible for things that are going to happen later on. You will see exactly what I mean. It's just as important. Just remember, my gorgeous Pisces, one step at a time, one step at a time, okay? Thank you ever so much for watching my videos, my gorgeous Pisces. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Pisces. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.